Now we go to a New York Times article on Obama's power of persuasion. And the article is chock full of quotes of just about every congressman and senator that's been in there saying, you know, Obama's a very thoughtful man, and he really listens to our opinions, and then he has an intellectual conversations with us and likes to focus on policy, and we sit by the fire. With Senator Rockefeller, he sat for 90 minutes under a portrait of George Washington, etc. And in almost 9 out of 10 cases, the people that came in voting one way leave voting the same exact way, and he hasn't changed their mind at all. Because it ain't about the policy. It ain't about your intellectual conversation. It's about the money, Lebowski, okay? And it's about pressure, and it's about whether they're going to keep their seats or they're not going to keep their seats. So the question that is now being raised is he too soft? To which I say, of course he's too soft. And the thrust of this New York Times article, including quotes from a lot of these senators and congressmen, is, look, he doesn't take out the whooping stick. He's gentle, he's thoughtful and intellectual, and these are all good things. But you got to talk about political ramifications. You know, if you vote with the president, X happens. If you don't vote with the president, Y happens. And apparently there are some political discussions, but it never gets down to, brass tacks, as they say. They never get down to, all right, well, if you don't vote with me, here are going to be the consequences. And David Axelrod, at the end of the piece, says, look, everybody wants you to get tough on people until you get tough on them, and then they don't like it. Yeah, that's true, but that's not an excuse for not getting tough on anybody. And throughout the article, other people are quoted as saying, oh, but you don't understand, this isn't like the 1960s. He can't be like Lyndon Johnson and intimidate people and push them around. Really? Why not? Of course he can. He just doesn't want to. It's not in his nature. And that is an enormous political deficiency. Because how do you push people around? It's very easy. It's politics 101. You say, hey, look, bring in somebody, Evan Bayh, who's not voting the right way on health care, as an example. Except Evan Bayh was voting exactly like Obama wanted, right down the corporatist line, right? So maybe that's a bad example. But take it whoever you want in, and you want to change his vote. You go, look, here's how we're going to do this thing, right? I'm going to come campaign in your district. I'm going to help you out. I'm popular in your district, assuming he is, and he is in a lot of places. And we're going to bring in money. We're going to do a fundraiser for you, okay? That's what money talks, right? If you vote with us. If you don't vote with us, you're done. Okay? You never walk inside this White House again. We never take your calls. We don't raise any money for you. And we go and talk to the leadership in the House or the Senate, whichever side you're on, and tell them to cut off the money for you. And then good luck on your own. Hey, you might get reelected and you might not. But, well, let's see how that works out for you. Can the president do that? Absolutely. Should he do that? Absolutely. The fact that he's not doing it, I mean, you can draw any conclusion you like. He's weak. He's too, you want to be nice to him. He's too policy-oriented. I don't know. You take anything you like, but it doesn't get the job done, okay? And that's what we're worried about here. And so he needs to grow a backbone and needs to start pushing these guys around. Now, having said that, from time to time, you see that Obama does do that, and he can get the job done. Now, it's almost never in our favor. The one time that really sticks out for me that he did it was when Byron Dorgan had collected enough votes to get drugs re-imported into the country. And that was great. It was going to save American taxpayers and American citizens $100 billion over the next decade. Okay, so a huge amount of money we were going to save. And Obama sent Rahm Emanuel and the others to go kill it. And they switched about 10 Democratic votes. So leading me to believe, if they want to, they know how to switch Democratic votes. Those guys all said that they were going to vote for Dorgan's bill. They said it in their campaigns. They were public about it. Oh, we're going to allow drug importation because Bush didn't allow it. And the Democrats ran against Bush saying, oh, why shouldn't we bring in cheaper drugs from Canada? And then they all violated their campaign promises, and they voted with Obama on that. Now, it was in favor of corporate America. It was in favor of the drug companies, and it was against us. So when it was against us, they seemed perfectly able to do that. So why don't they turn on the heat and get tough and do it on other issues when it benefits us? I'll let you draw the conclusions. There are couples that are possible. One is that he doesn't want to do those things. He doesn't want to do, obviously, a public option in healthcare reform is a good example, but there are many others. He doesn't want to do real tough financial reform. Or he thinks, for whatever reason, that he can't get that done that would be too much change, and that you have to play the game of Washington, et cetera, et cetera. But, I don't care what his excuse is. The bottom line is, when it's to help corporate America, I've seen him do it. When it's to help us, I haven't seen him do it. You can call him weak, you can call him a sellout, you can call him anything you like. But the bottom line is results, and he hasn't gotten it for us. So he can go cry about how we're too tough on him all day long, but that's the reality.